You're listening to the Bearded Theologians podcast, hosted by Zach Bechtold and Matt Franks. If you'd like to learn more about the Bearded Theologians, you can go online at beardedtheologians.com, where we have past podcasts, blogs, and a couple items for sale. So check us out, beardedtheologians.com. Thank you for listening, and enjoy this week's show. You're listening to the Bearded Theologians podcast, hosted by Matt Franks
and Zach Bechtold.
This week on the podcast, we're going to sit down and talk a little bit about Blue Christmas service. And it's that time of year, mostly probably Sunday or Monday. Your church is probably doing some kind of Blue Christmas. And some of you may be wondering what that may mean. And no, it's not sitting down and listening to Elvis for 24 hours or an hour or whatever. It's a very special service. I'll let Zach talk a little bit about that at this time.
Now I can't get Elvis out of my head. In fact, my church today, we have a live Blue Christmas service this evening. I like to do, most of the time you do it on the winter solstice, whatever day winter begins, which would be Monday this year, the 21st. But I like to do it a week before the Christmas Eve service, because Blue Christmas services are designed for people who are grieving, or just aren't feeling the Christmas spirit for one reason or another. And I always have a big heart for that service, because I've seen it be so meaningful for so many people. And it's also one of my favorite services just because it's not a big service. Usually it's just a handful of people who come and just sit wherever they are. This year it'll be online, but and just sit in that space and create a space for them to be present with God, to be present with themselves, to be present with their grief, and all that makes their hearts heavy, which is not something we as people do well or willingly, because we're human, and it's not what we don't like to feel those feelings, I guess. But it's a time in the year, especially when we're supposed to be jolly and chipper and joyful and celebratory, because of Christmas, because of Christmas Eve, because of everything, both spiritually in the church and just socially around us, calls us to be, right? It's a time to be happy. And yet for many of us, it's a time for our hearts to be heavy, for deep grief. And I think for me, that hit very hard last year as we said bye to Michael's mom. She passed away on the 5th of December last year, and so Christmas was her favorite time. And that leading that Blue Christmas service for me hit hard last year and weighs heavy again this year, for selfish reasons. One, because I need it, but I have watched so many people come and sit in that space and just be themselves, be human, cry a little bit, laugh a little bit, remember the stories, but just lay it all out there. And there's something very healthy, and there's something very spiritual, and there's something very good about a service like that. And so it's one of my favorite to put together every year. It's causes me to be much more calm in the pulpit than I normally am, but it's also something that's very centering for me. And I like to offer that to everyone. And so if you catch this live before our Christmas Blue Christmas service goes on tonight, feel free to join us wherever you are, or you can go back and watch it. And I encourage you to catch Matt's on, I think, Monday, right?
Oh, so ours is going to air on Sunday.
Sunday.
Unless I don't get it edited before Monday, then it will be Monday.
We don't often shamelessly plug our services, but this is one that I feel like we should, because it's so meaningful and so good just to be a part of.
And I like utilizing the umcdiscipleship.org has a really great resource that was a Blue Christmas service developed out of the Cathedral Church of St. Andrew in Honolulu, Hawaii. And I'm not doing all of the things that they have with the service. It's actually really cool if you can. Like we did it last year, and it just, like, people loved it. There's obviously some parts that we can't do this year just because we're not together. But the liturgy that they have in there is so powerful. We shot it the other night, and it was amazing to see how it all came together, and just to listen to it made it very special. And Yeah, I mean, this is a season where not everybody feels jolly and bright, and it can be a little bit difficult. And the service really is geared towards helping people have hope in the midst of hopelessness. That's why it's blue. Blue represents in the liturgical season of hope. And so, to me, it is one of my favorite services that I look forward to every year. I remember the first time I did one, and it was I think it was the year after my grandfather had passed, that Christmas after my grandfather had passed. And um, I remember it being very hard to get through, but I also remember it being very freeing and just a space that was needed. And then I think I've done it every year since.
Hmm.
And it's just been such a powerful service. It is a service of reflective and um, where we can reflect where we are, accepting where we are and the realities of life. And sometimes it is hard, but yet we lean in and trust God even more, and then hold on for healing and hope for the future. And I look forward to it. Ours will air Sunday. I think it's Sunday at 7 on our Facebook page. And I know Zach and I will probably just share both of ours shamelessly through this, and would encourage you to do that. Just attend one if you can online. Would definitely discourage you not attending it in person right now
Right.
with COVID. And that's just my feelings on it. I know people feel differently about it, but like, I just think for the safety and solace of our world right now, it's a smart move not to do that. And
Mhm.
so, um, Zach, as you think about that, like, what else comes up for you as we've been talking a little bit about Blue Christmas? And
We've both of us have touched on the loss of loved ones at this time, and that's often a significant reason why people come to Blue Christmas services. My wife posted the invitation to ours this morning with just with the idea that it's okay to not be okay, and attend this service and just be in that, and it's okay to be okay and attend this service and be in that. And I think this year more than other years, it's going to be the addition to loss of loved ones, loss of time spent. Just there's a lot to grieve this year, um, and I think if you're just feeling that heaviness of life, come and be present digitally in this space and create that space for yourself at home. I know in my service, I use candles a lot, and so get a candle, if not many candles, ready, because I'll ask you to light candles throughout the service or during the service. But yeah, don't let it. If you're just feeling the weight of life, the weight of being human this season, don't let that hold you back from being present during one of these services if you can find one, whether it's today or you go back and watch it later, or if you catch Matt's on Sunday, however, right? Or if you just find yourself needing it, um, in March, go back and find one. Right, keep it bookmarked, keep it tabbed, because they'll be there when you need just to find that space to be quiet and present with yourself, with a loved one, and with God. You
sorry, my mute button was not working all that well today. I think that would just encourage you, if your church isn't doing one, this is Zach and I are very clear that we try not to promote our church stuff through this, just because it's just not fair to everybody else that listens. But this is one that I definitely think we can
Mhm.
say you should, if there's a way that if you're somewhere, like if you need this would definitely be a good time to join in on one of ours, or if you want to watch both. I definitely encourage you to do just that. And so, yeah, we'll have those links up. I know Zach will share his on tonight, and then I'll share mine on Sunday, and unless it doesn't get it until Monday because I can't get editing done. um, uh, so, we want to encourage you. Check out our website at beardedtheologians.com. Man, we have so much great content up. Was looking through all of our stuff over the last 4 years. Man, there's so much good stuff on there. And, we've enjoyed this journey, and, we're looking forward to what's to come, and some of the things that we've got coming down the pike. And, we encourage you to pick up some Bearded Theologians gear. It's great Epiphany gifts, because by the time you order it now, it won't be here till Epiphany. Yeah, hey, it's a thing. We do
Okay,
our staff Christmas party is an Epiphany party. So
fair enough.
but if you need an Epiphany gift, or maybe a last minute Christmas gift that you can say will be here by Epiphany, feel free to do that. And you can find that on our website at beardedtheologians.com. So for the Bearded Theologians, I'm Matt Franks.
I'm Zach Bechtold. Thanks for checking us out.
First, guys, I want you to subscribe and like this video and push that thumbs up.
Thank you for listening to the Bearded Theologians podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share on all social media outlets. You can check out old episodes and more information at beardedtheologians.com. Thanks for checking us out.